This video is in response to a young woman who responded to one of my previous videos. She said that many of us Hebrew women are not safe. And my response to her was that it's because we are keeping all of the commandments to keep everyone around us safe, but we are not keeping the commandments that keep us safe. For example, we as a collective are not safe because we are under the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. And the reason we are under those curses is because our ancestors would not keep the commandments and would always fall into idol worship, just like many of you do every Sunday. And therefore we were put into captivity, which we are in until this very day. It's imperative that we start keeping not only the last 6 commandments, again, those which keep everyone around us, our neighbors, thou shalt not kill, steal, commit adultery, and all of those commandments, but we must keep the first 4 and all the rest. How appropriate, how convenient that our oppressors stress the last 6 commandments, which protect them from us, but they don't stress or teach. I don't think I've heard any pastor really teaching, or our oppressors, or anyone for that matter, teaching about the commandments which protect us from them. So, by popular demand, I will be reading the 10 commandments, all of them, from 1 to 10. This way, no one will be able to give the excuse that they never heard all 10 commandments or say that they've never been taught the commandments, because today I will read all 10, beginning with Exodus chapter 20 in the Brenton Septuagint. The Most High told us in Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 19, to teach them to our children, to speak about them when we're sitting in our house, when we're walking by the way, when we're sleeping, and when we rise up. We shall write them on the doorposts, lintels of our houses, and on our gates, and that our days may be long and the days of our children. So I will start with Exodus chapter 20, and it says, "For I am the Lord thy God, who brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods besides me. Thou shalt not make to thyself an idol, nor likeness of anything, whether things are in the heaven above, and whatever are in the earth beneath, and whatever are in the waters under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down to them, nor serve them. For I am the Lord thy God, a jealous God, recompensing the sins of the fathers upon the children to the 3rd and 4th generation, to them that hate me, and bestowing mercy on them that love me, to thousands of them, and on them that keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord thy God will not acquit him that takes his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days thou shalt labor, and shalt perform all thy work. But on the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. On it thou shalt do no work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy servant, nor thy maidservant, thine ox, nor any cattle of thine, nor the stranger that sojourns with thee. For in 6 days the Lord made the heaven and the earth and the sea and all things in them, and rested on the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the seventh day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest live long on the good land which the Lord thy God gives to thee. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, nor his field, nor his servant, nor his maid, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor any of his cattle, nor whatever belongs to thy neighbor. And there you have it, the 10 Commandments. Today is the Sabbath day. Commandment 4 tells us to remember the Sabbath day. The Most High knew we would forget it in our captivity. So he told us to remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. On the Sabbath day, you should not be at the mall, at church, at the synagogue, at the grocery store, working, cooking, buying, selling. You should be resting and should be in your dwelling on the Sabbath day. Exodus chapter 31, verses 16 through 18 tell us, and the children of Israel, that's us, Hebrews, shall keep the Sabbaths to observe them throughout their generations. Verse 17, it is a perpetual covenant with me, that is the Most High, Yah, and the children of Israel. Again, that's us. It is a perpetual sign with me. For in 6 days the Most High made the heaven and the earth, and on the 7th day he ceased and rested.